think we need to start putting Carrick in the conversation for the head coach of United. I don't see a reason why he's not being considered by especially some of the ex United players like Roy Keane and the rest. And I get their arguments, right? We've had episodes. Ole 2.0 is what we've probably got in our minds. I remember Ole won his first 8 games, 8 winning streak, and we got people, Roy Ferdinand, Gary Neville, all screaming, give him the job, give him the contract. But this feels a bit different for me. This is the truth. So we're looking to bring in coaches. We have coaches on our list. Coaches like Julian Nagelsmann, Thomas Tuchel, who I think just signed a 4-year contract. We talked about Carlo Ancelotti, who is about to sign as well with the US national team. We got Roberto De Zerbi, who just got sacked from his Marcel job. Mauricio Pochettino, Andoni Iraola, and a couple of others that have been thrown into the media. But here's the truth: apart from Thomas Tuchel and Carlo Ancelotti and perhaps Luis Enrique that I did not mention, these other guys haven't done much. They haven't done much as Carrick, and I will say this from understanding. Now, if Luis Enrique is not available, if Carlo Ancelotti is not available, if Thomas Tuchel isn't available, and as it seems they are not available, Carrick is the right man for the job. United job doesn't just require a man who understands the game, or a man who understands tactics. There's a personality needed for the United job, and I have to be honest with you. I thought Ruben Amorim was that guy. He could manage the media well. At some point, he started giving out so much information. Now listen, United is the biggest club in the world. We have the biggest traffics. We have the biggest clickbaits. That's why you see pundits, you see journalists, you see media houses using United as a headline. Excuse me. Now, United needs somebody who understands the environment. Ruben Amorim understood or managed to keep communications, and the journalists loved him. He was a good talker. He knew how to get into the heads of people. At some point, repeated questions, got to him, and it became a challenge as well. But now, with Carrick, you can see the calmness in the squad. Yes, there's not much demand because he has not been given a job. There's a whole lot of demand when it comes to United. I mean, I remember Ole, when he came in and when he left, he was looking 10 years older because of the weight of the job. Yes, because of the weight. But the personality of Carrick, just as he played, he didn't care much about what others say. And that's the kind of person you need. You don't need a coach that cares much about the outside, because it's noisy outside. It is noisy. The pundits like us, the fans, everybody, everybody. Real Madrid and Barcelona are big teams, but they're not bigger than United when it comes to the media. United has it, and so you want somebody that can manage that side of United. You also need somebody who is tactically and technically sound, and Carrick isn't far from that. And people will say, doesn't have experience. What experience did Mikel Arteta have before he could go to the job, the Arsenal job? Oh, he worked with Pep. Of course, Carrick also worked with some great names, including Mourinho, and he has been a manager, with Middlesbrough as well. So he had more experience. His CV was even better than that of Mikel Arteta before he took over Arsenal. You could say, winning. He has the winning mentality. This guy won the Champions League, won the Premier League, won the FA Cup, everything that was there to be won. He did it with United. So what are you looking for? What else? What other thing? So this is my point. I'm not saying that Michael Carrick is the best man for the job at the moment. No, I'm saying his name should be in the thick of things, in the mix. And if experienced coaches, like I mentioned earlier, are not available, then why not consider Michael Carrick, who understands the environment, who understands the media, who has a good relationship. Bruno said it the other time. Sesko and other players have been saying it. I think Cunha as well. There's a level of relationship he has with the players. They feel comfortable. Players that are not playing are not feeling bad, like Mino was feeling, and some other players were feeling when Ruben was in charge. Now Sesko come off the bench looking to help the team, and every other player, when Cunha wasn't playing for and Dogo was ahead of him, he would come on and work. He came off the bench against Arsenal. Don't you? So these are the things we look out for: the relationship. And if you ask me, right now, with those three names out of it, Carlo Ancelotti, Enrique, and Thomas Tuchel. I think Carrick has a huge say. Carrick should be one of the favorites in the next manager of Manchester United. Now, what's your take? Who do you think should be the manager, with Carrick giving us a good run for our money? If you love the commentary here, I would love you to like us, subscribe, make or drop a comment, and tell me what you think about United's next coach.